YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Xerxes coming back at you with another one. This video is going to be the day one update for the 3.25 Settlers of Calgary Frost Blades Warden. I got to get used to saying Warden. I went to record this video earlier and said Trickster because it's just habit. But we are a Warden, and damn, the damage is nice. It feels really good. So just to kind of give you an idea of where I'm at now, I'm level 86. I played for about 14 or 15 hours last night. Thought about recording this video, but I was too tired, so I went to bed, figured I'd get some sleep and record it when I woke up. So level 86 now, and we are cruising through the atlas. As you can see, we got 60 maps completed already, moving into red tier maps now. So what I figured I would do is start off, as always, with a map showcase. So this is just a T10 malformation map. No real scary mods on there, so we'll plug this in. I'll kind of run through the map, talk about some stuff about the build, and then I'll go over everything kind of like piece by piece and show you guys kind of what I plan on doing next to upgrade the build further, right? So POB'd it this morning, and it's like just shy of 1,000,000 damage, I think, and that's with pretty conservative numbers too. I put like 15 scorches in there and 15 shocks and stuff, and I think that we're actually getting more than that, but I just didn't want to inflate the numbers, you know. And you guys will be able to see by the gameplay that the damage, it just feels really, really good. Oh, you know what? I have a divine waiting in this ritual, so I'm gonna do it. Normally I would probably skip it for the YouTube video, but not that I necessarily need the divine because I'm in solo self-found, but at some point I might want to throw a multi-mod on something or something like that. So let's see if we can actually get ourselves a divine while we're here. I'll skip this expedition. I don't feel like doing that right now. I feel like expedition's only worth it if you have like the big thing, the Oppenheimer thing, where you can, dude, how many league mechanics are going to be in this map? If you can just use like the one big explosion, you know? Other than that, it just takes too much time, I feel like. We should drop a frost bomb on this dude. There we go. I think he had, I don't know if he was regening or not, but that was a pretty juiced essence there with 3 essences, you know, at least for day one stuff, and wasn't a problem really. And I think that was without popping my Unbound Avatar too, which is a lot more damage. Ooh, give me the chance orbs. I need them. Dude, by the way, these freaking tornadoes, dude, I don't know if you guys have had problems with them, but damn, they have just bent me over a couple of times this league for sure. I don't know what's going on with the scaling of those, but they seem to be a little overtuned, in my humble opinion. We're not going to juice this thing too much. Let's just do like 166. How about that? Oh, we probably could have gone much more than that, but I am trying to get the level, so I don't want to die. Silver flask, we take those. So far, the survivability of this build feels exactly the same, pretty much. Oh, did I get frozen? I did, yeah. As the Trickster. Whoa, what is up with this dude? Dude, does this guy have like... Oh, crit resistant. Okay. I don't know if you guys have come across it either, but I feel like these guys have some sort of like reflect ailment thing on them. Some of these monsters do, and I don't remember that ever being a thing before. Maybe it was just because I was a trickster and I couldn't be frozen, but I've been getting frozen a lot. So one thing that I would definitely recommend doing is getting some freeze removal on a flask. Right now I have it on a Quicksilver flask, and I need to change it because I pop my Quicksilver flask all the time, and sometimes I'll run into a situation where I don't have any more charges left and get frozen, and it can screw me. So I'm gonna change that. But yeah, getting ailment avoid on this build is definitely going to be something that we're going to want to do, and I'll go over kind of how we're gonna do that after the map showcase. Let's see. Oh, there's 4 of them in this map too. Jeez. That guy was crit and freeze resistant. Just pretty much everything that is the worst for this build has been in this map so far. But we're still cruising through it. Still cruising through it. I need to upgrade my flasks, dude. My flasks are like giga scuffed. I probably shouldn't even be using a Quicksilver. I should be using a Jade or a Stibnite. You can definitely look into tinctures as well. I think that tinctures are going to be the way to go. I looked at some of the ailment duration mods that are on there, and you can get some pretty high ailment duration. So I think with the Warden and the shock node of the Ascendancy, we're going to want to stack attack speed and shock duration. That way we can get up to 50 shocks on an enemy. And I think that the tinctures are just going to let us do that. So that'll be nice. Okay. Oh, the last one must be in the boss arena. Yep. So that's like a 48% scorch that we had on her right there. Right? So, dude, these things are... I don't like them, and they need to change them. What's the point of this just sitting here following me around, dude? Like, I don't get it. Don't get it, and I don't like it. I have a feeling those are going to get changed. But yeah, you can see with the Warden like freeze node, like once we pop our R, like everything's just going to be, I say our R like it's an ultimate or something, but I have it on my R key, but it's the what do you call it? Unbound avatar. Once you pop that, it's just stuff gets frozen forever. It's really nice. So, dude, fuck off, man. These things, man. Do I need that Royal Axe? I guess we can use it for disenchanting stuff. All right, get me out of here before I lose my mind about these fucking tornadoes, dude. Oh, wait, no. I need to go back in there. I almost forgot the whole point of doing all those was to look at the ritual rewards. Oh, and of course it's not in there, but we do have a Screaming Essence of Hatred. Anything else good in here? Increased max life is always good. How much is this? This is $9.69. We'll definitely take that. I should probably take some of these too so I can get some map completion. We'll take the 7 life because that's always good. Immortal Syndicate members. Jewelry. Chromes are always good to have. Maps are good. Fuck it, let's just take everything. All right, cool. Get me out of here. Tornadoes were triggering me, man. All right, so you guys saw how the build functions. Pretty good. It's just about 1 million DPS right now with some pretty respectable or not like overinflated calculations in the POB. I will include it down in the description below so you guys can take a look at it. But let's just go over the gear, right? So as you guys can see, this is all like day one trash gear, right? Like my claws garbage. So I'm just going to go over it. I'll hover over everything so you guys can see, right? But basically my goal was just to get suppress, life, and resistances on anything that I can and damage where I can get it. So got some suppressed life. Evasion rating is doing nothing probably on there. It just had an open prefix. I did end up getting a 5 link, which is like absolute garbage, but it just has some evasion and it's 5 linked. So I used that. Happened to come with the right colors too, so that was nice. In the helmet, I'm running Whirling Blades with faster attacks and anger. And then in the my main links here, I have Frost Blades with Inspiration, Multi-Strike, Nightblade, and increased crits. You can run Trinity in here if you can get it to work. The way that my rolls happened on this and some other stuff, I was having a hard time getting Trinity to proc like consistently, and so I figured I would just go into crit, and it's still fine. But ideally, you would probably want Trinity here with some balanced damage so you can proc it all the time. My amulet is just some shit gold amulet that has a little bit of flat fizz, crit, life, chaos, and some more flat fire. I ended up getting like a bunch of oils, and so I just ended up allocating divine judgment or anointing, excuse me, for the 50% increased LE damage. Shield is life, res, nothing special. In here we have Frost Blink, and then I have precision linked to arrogance, just because I don't have a whole lot of mana, so I ended up reserving it on my life. The claw is just a claw that I randomly found. I think I threw like one rune on it for some extra lightning damage. It's got fire, cold, lightning, and attack speed. So this would be like pretty good for a different build, but for me it was the best thing that I could find so far, so it's what I'm using. But I'm definitely going to go back to Faustus pretty soon and see if I can buy some more claws and get lucky on something. The rings are pretty much just attributes and resistances. So I found a nice ring here that had some strength and int with life, threw some flat cold and fire. This thing has int, strength, and some resistance. Like this is like a terrible ring, right? Gloves, these are pretty good actually. These dropped at like, I don't even know, it was like Act 7 or something like that, or Act 8. That life, triple res, and then I crafted on extra pierce, and then I got lucky, and on my second Ember I got additional strikes. So now I have non-val strikes, so target 2 additional enemies, which feels really, really good. The heavy belt is just there for the strength and some resistances, just crafted on some increased LE damage. Again, garbage. And then these are actually probably one of the better items that I've found so far. You got triple res with move speed, and then I just crafted on life. These are pretty solid. I think I got these from Faustus in the new town, whatever it's called, King's March, right? So that covers all the gear. I didn't go over, I went over Frost Blink with Arrogance, and then in here we have Life Tap with Assassin's Mark and Mark on Hit. If you guys are playing in it, it doesn't really matter whatever league you're playing in. As soon as you get GCPs or can give quality to a gym, the first thing that you absolutely have to put quality on is Assassin's Mark, right? Because if you don't do this when you're fighting a boss, you will not get power charges, and power charges is where a lot of our damage come from, right? So prioritize getting quality on your Assassin's Mark as quickly as possible. In here we have Herald of Ice with Grace, Blood Rage, and Frostbomb. And the last links are Steel Skin with Automation. So that goes over all of the gear. The flask, like I said, this should be a Stibnite flask, which I'm going to switch to right now. I forgot that I didn't have one on. So it should be a Stibnite flask with a life flask, crit flask, jade flask, and silver flask. And on your suffixes on here, it's always the same pretty much. You want increased evasion. You're going to want freeze and chill immunity somewhere. And then you're going to want increased attack speed and increased crit. So it doesn't matter which one you get them on, but those are the 4 that you need for right now, because we are not ailment immune. So you're going to need something that gives you freeze immunity until you get this Captain Tanner Lightfoot thing over here. I can never remember what these are called. Pantheon. All right, that covers all the gear, covers the gyms. Upgrades, obviously the next thing that I need to do is get a better claw. I need to get a 6 link. I need to get 20 quality on all my gems. And then overall just like finding better gear, right? So the thing that I'm going to prioritize first is I'm going to look for a 6 link and a weapon kind of simultaneously. Those are the 2 things that will help my damage the most. And then after that, we'll just go from there. So the passive tree is pretty similar to what I had mapped out in my like theory crafting video like a week or 2 ago. The only thing that's different is obviously I went down here through these attack speed nodes at first just because I wanted some more attack speed through the campaign. But eventually what we'll do is probably go and just take these 2 points and save ourselves what would we end up saving, like 2 points here, so we can put them somewhere else. But pretty much if you're leveling this build, just go through here, you come up and get this Forces of Nature node, and then during the leveling process you're going to have the invert mastery. Once you get Scorch, you don't need that anymore, so make sure you take that off. But you'll go here, get this, take the inverted mastery. I always like to come up here next and get mana, just because during the campaign I hate running out of mana. So I do that, and then I usually will come down and get some like attack speed, get some attack speed up here, get some accuracy when you need it, get some of these claw nodes. You don't need to take the bottom one until you start going into crit, but that's kind of just like a general thing, right? And then you can get the crit as you feel it's necessary. But here's a link to the, I will leave a link to this below. And then like I said, this isn't indicative of the way that I did it actually, because I went Scorch first and then here and then here, and then the last one's going to be here. But I ended up swapping these 2 points just because we don't really need either one of these, and I For some reason, I remember thinking that this one had increased duration of ailments on it, and so I switched it, and then I realized like, oh damn, that was stupid. It doesn't. But anyway, it's this one that has the duration of ailments on it over here. So that covers that. We will go over my Atlas tree in case you guys are wondering what it looks like. It's like pretty much just map progression. So I went up here, I went through the Kirok nodes, I took these nodes, and then I booked it straight to Unwavering Vision. And then after that, I just started taking all of these map connected nodes. I took all of the shaping the mountains and shaping the skies. And then I decided, because I'm going to start pushing into some harder maps, that I would go for Pact with Energy with some Nico, and then into some Shrine stuff just to help me stay alive through these tougher maps while I get my gear together. So I think that covers everything. Pantheons, I'm using the stun one, the Brian King, and then the Fizz damage reduction, Tukohama there. And I think that covers everything. I've had some people ask me recently about the MTXs because I think this one looks pretty sick. So if you're curious, it's the Tormentor helmet with the Eldritch Hunger set. And then I just got some like weapon effects, and this is the Tormentor back attachment, and it's with the gold character effect. So I think this one looks pretty sick. It's like one of my favorite like combinations of armors that I've used on a regular basis. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave the video there. We are at like 800, almost 900 subscribers on the channel. I made it my goal this year to get up to 1,000, and we're almost there. So if you guys enjoyed any of this content, or if you enjoy my content in general, dropping a sub really helps me out. I'm very close to hitting the goal. So if you could do that, I would appreciate it. And with that, guys, I'll leave the video there. Catch you in the next one. Peace.